Okay. I was watching the NBA 2K15 live stream yesterday, and LD2K were breaking down new additions to my team, and they also talked about the thing that's been going on with Shaq and Scottie Pippen. If you haven't heard about it, basically Shaq came up with a list of all-time greatest Laker teams and the all-time greatest Bulls team, and said that the all-time greatest Laker team would beat the Bulls team by 50 points. But the most intriguing thing that came out of that MyTEAM discussion is I don't think everybody noticed exactly what they were saying, because they was talking about, because the Lakers lineup is was Magic Johnson, Kobe, Shaq, Elgin Baylor, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and they was talking about, they was like, so how would you do this? I mean, they was thinking about it in a MyTEAM aspect, like, because they like, well, you got two centers, like Shaq is a center, Kareem is a center. And he was talking about, and Ronnie made a slick comment talking about, well, you can do that next year on some slick stuff. As we all know that Kareem hasn't been in this game in a couple of years. So to me, that's an indication that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar will be back in NBA 2K16. So I know y'all MyTEAM players are hyped for that. Have basically, if not the greatest scorer of all time, one of the greatest scorers, you know. He has scored the most points in NBA history. He's also played probably about almost 20 a year. So, I mean, that's dope. My opinion on this discussion, though, is just kind of funny, man, because, you know, Scottie Pippen and Shaq been going back and forth on Instagram. Shaq calling Scottie a sidekick, and then Scottie's like, man, Shaq, you know a little bit about being sidekicks, too. Referencing when Shaq was in Miami and Phoenix and Cleveland. But, you know, hey, Shaq, I put it like this. Those first three Laker championships, man, Shaq was the most dominant force in the NBA. And to me, like, he's the best center I've ever seen play. Is the GOAT center in my eyes from what I was able to see. But, you know, so yeah, he called Scottie a sidekick. Scottie's like, well, I got 6 rings, and that's twice as many as you won when you were in LA. You know, like that. You see, Jordan ain't really getting in on the discussion. He ain't really worried about all that, what Shaq got to say. But also, man, I feel like, hell yeah, that Laker team would beat that Bulls team. I wouldn't go as far as to say that the Bulls will lose by 50, because ain't no Michael Jordan team losing by 50 to anybody. You feel me? I think it'll still be double digits. It'll probably be a 10 or 12 point loss. Because, I mean, it's really a mismatch. Because Derrick Rose can't hold Magic Johnson. Kobe and Jordan are going to kind of cancel themselves out, even though Jordan's going to win that matchup. Then you got Elgin Baylor from the Lakers going head-to-head with Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen is one of the best defenders, smaller forwards of all time, and best facilitating small forwards of all time. Elgin Baylor is one of the greatest scorers of all time. I think he's in the top 4 most points per game of all time. So he'll get buckets, you know what I'm saying? These are all hypotheticals, though, because a lot of these players didn't play during the same time frame. But, yeah, man. Then they put Dennis Rodman guarding Shaq. That's a mismatch. Dennis Rodman was only about 6'7", 6'8". Then you got Horace Grant guarding Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's all blatant mismatch. Like, the Laker team will own the inside of the paint. That's too easy. Magic Johnson ain't even a shooter, but all he got to do is kick it to Kobe, let Kobe do work. And he really won't even have to do that, because he can just feed the paint, and Shaq and Kareem will eat all day. Shaq with his dunk, you know, his dominance, and Kareem with the skyhook, man. It's over. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. Who will win, the all-time Laker lineup or the all-time Bulls lineup that Shaq came up with? And if you feel like that's not the right Laker or the right Bulls lineup, let me know what lineup you would put instead. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might want to put some actual centers in there. You never know.